What's good, peeps? Another Car Chronicles. And I don't know. There's just been these different things that have been occurring that I've been wanting to talk about. And since I'm waiting anyway to go into work, I thought that I would talk a little bit about energy vampires. We may hear this term, but do we know, or can we recognize who these individuals are? I got some external noise going on here. One of the ways in which you're able to recognize. Hold on, y'all. Okay, I just needed to wait for them to pass. But one of the ways that you can recognize energy vampire is they tend to disguise themselves as being a friend, or it could be that friend that is very needy. They always seem to need your attention for one thing or another. And it's not something that is balanced. It's like every time you get around this person, you just feel drained. Like there's always some kind of different situation or problem that they can be facing, and it's like they never really have anything that they can offer you back. You're always the one that is in the place where you're always doing something, giving them something, offering advice, taking them somewhere. It's not a balanced situation, and anytime you get around them and you leave from being around them, you just feel tired. It's like the energy literally just gets sucked right out of you. Another way that you can tell that someone is energy vampire is like when you're around, they may always seem to need your attention, or they are always vying for your attention. They just tend to keep the focus on them a lot. And it's never anything about, well, how are you doing? What are you going through? Conversation may always circle back around to them, and it becomes draining. Another thing is they don't ever really tend to feel like they're happy for you. Like, there was this person that I thought was a friend, and anytime I shared any good news, the reaction was always very bland. Like, and I just tried to ignore it, but I'm just like, damn, like, why is it that this person is never really, like, happy for me? Like, they don't really seem happy for me. It really made me question what their motives were for even having me around. But usually energy vampire, they're not really happy for you, and it's like if there is something that they may be happy for you for, it's only if they're in the position to be able to benefit from it as well. So it still is not a balanced kind of situation. They also may be very secretive when it comes to things about themselves, but they're always wanting to know what's going on with you. Like it could be like you're pulling teeth when it comes to getting information about them out. And this just kind of goes in a way where they might express certain things, but all in all, they kind of keep you in the dark when it comes to certain things that's going on with them, because they don't really want you to know what's going on with them, but they want to know what's going on with you so they can kind of have their hand in the mix or maybe interfere in it in some kind of way. They also may have a problem with you being around other people. They may like to isolate you. If you're like ever in a group, again, they'll always try to bring like the focus back around to them, or get upset if they know that you're like spending time with other people. So they have issues with that, and they may even have problems when it comes to having boundaries. Like they may not respect your boundaries that you set for yourself and feel like it's okay to overstep them. If you don't like doing certain things, they may just discredit it and act like it's nothing, maybe even laugh at it, just don't even care about it, because it doesn't suit them. So they may still kind of do whatever it is that they want. Like I had a situation where this person was always calling me something other than what my name is, because they knew me growing up as one name. And I'm like, I don't go by that name anymore. Like, please don't call me that. And it was like, just got laughed at. Like, okay, you don't respect my boundaries. But when it comes to things for you, you want me to respect yours. There was definitely a clear division when it came to the way that they would handle certain situations. But they were very disrespectful and dishonest when it came to certain things too. There was a lack of just a whole lack of respect when it came to boundaries. It almost felt like this person felt entitled to me, my energy, what was mine. Always wanted to use me for whatever it was that I had, like gifts and stuff like that. And in that way, they kind of, energy vampire will kind of take whatever they can from you, because they feel entitled. They feel like it is theirs. Someone jamming. So it's just really paying attention to like little things and how you feel at the end of the day when it comes to being around this person, how you feel when you're dealing with them. They really may feel like whatever it is that you have, that they deserve it, and they don't have to pay for it. Like, I do hair. And so, simply because I was able to do hair, and I didn't really care to be around this person like that a lot after I started to see how they were and how my energy would just be drained after being around them. Felt like just because we were friends that I did not deserve to get paid for my services of doing their hair. No. And again, that is a form of draining somebody's energy. You think it doesn't take time for me to do whatever it is that I do, and then I also have to hear about everything that you're going through, because now you want to just throw all your problems on me. And so when it comes to, again, whatever gifts, talents, and abilities you have, these people may feel like they are entitled to those things, and that they don't have to give you anything for it. Be mindful of how you feel before you get around certain people, and how you feel while you're around them, how you start to feel while you're around them, and then how you begin to feel after you leave from being around them. That's going to be your strongest indication of who is an energy vampire and who's not. Because if you go around someone and it's not a reciprocated thing where they are giving and pouring into you as much as you are giving and pouring into them, they are only there to take whatever energy that they can and siphon it from you if you allow them to. And this is, don't give more than what you are being given. And I don't care how long of a time that you have known someone, but you really have to learn to pay attention to that energy that is in exchange, that is given. Because we're only given a certain amount of energy a day to use. And once it starts to get to the bottom, sometimes you just like, look, I don't have the capacity for this, and you need to hold that energy in for you. And some people really are not going to respect that. They're not going to respect it. So you have to make sure that you are aware of those individuals that are there solely to take from you and not pour back into you. And know the difference between, who's an energy vampire and who's not. So hopefully this helped you guys a little bit and help you to, strengthen your boundaries for yourself and increase them, and know when to say no, when to pull back, and when to know how to demand that somebody also give you something as much as you give them. So that's all I wanted to say. I try not to allow myself to be around people too much that is like that, because we all got our own stuff going on, and I don't need the extra weight if this is not something that is going to be given back. And we all play our role. Some people are givers and some people are receivers, and I know that I tend to be a giver. I just have to watch how much I tend to give, because as much as I'm a giver, I also need to receive as well. So I hope this helps somebody. I will talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.